Hello teachers. This video will show you how to enter your progress monitoring checks into your student learning objective. Step 1. Log on to Eduphoria. Once in there, click on the Strive icon. Once it fully loads, you will go to the student learning objective section, open up your SLO, and wait for it to load completely. Once it loads completely, you will go down to your portfolio snapshot. Click on the hyperlink that you find there. That will open up your portfolio. At the very least, you're going to have an ISP and a TSP, or an initial skill profile or a targeted skill profile. To begin the progress checks, you're going to copy the ISP profile. Click on the paper icon on the right side, and that will copy your milestone. Do not click on the plus sign, as this will make a second copy. Click on the down arrow to open up your second ISP. We're going to rename this second 6 weeks PM or progress monitoring. You're going to leave the labels that are titled well below typical, typical, above typical, and well above typical, but I would like for you to please erase the descriptors. At a later point in this video, I will show you what you will write in the descriptor. For now, please erase everything you see there. Once your descriptor is completely erased, please close it by clicking on the up arrow again. You're going to want to copy this a couple of times. Make a second copy, open it up, and relabel that third 6 weeks PM. Close it, make another copy, label that fourth 6 weeks PM. Again, it's imperative that you erase the descriptors. If not, you're going to have to erase them for every copy you make. Close your copy, make another copy, label this one fifth 6 weeks PM for fifth 6 weeks progress monitoring. Again, close it. This time, you're going to go ahead and copy your TSP. So you have your ISP, second 6 weeks progress monitoring, third 6 weeks progress monitoring, fourth 6 weeks progress monitoring, fifth 6 weeks progress monitoring, your targeted skill profile, make a copy of it. Again, same process. Once you have it, open it up, relabel this one EOY rating. This is where you'll input your end of year rating. Again, delete the descriptor because you will not be needing that for that particular section. Close it up so we don't get confused. And these are all the progress checks you're going to need for the entire year. Now, as promised, let's go over what you're going to write in the description section. Let's open up second 6 weeks progress monitoring. Each descriptor will be the title of the body of evidence that you're going to use for each particular progress check. For example, if you use an exit ticket to help you come up with your progress check rating, you're going to write exit ticket. Now, what's really important here is that you add a numeric value to the grade or a numeric value to the rubric of how you graded that exit ticket to come up with your 5 ratings. So copy exit ticket into each descriptor. But now you're going to write down how it is you gave it a grade. So if you use the rubric, you would type rubric. And if you use the rubric that was 1 through 5 or 0 to 5, you would type, well, you know what, my lowest rating would have gotten a 0 or a 1. Okay, copy that to your second level. That rating would more likely be a 1 to 2. Third level, typical, that rating more likely 2 to 3. Above typical, that rating more likely be 3 to 4. And of course, your highest rating would be a 5, so you're well above typical student would come in at a 4 to 5. So you are entering the title of the body of evidence or the title of the assessment you're using to create this progress check, remembering that each check should have between 2 to 3 different pieces of evidence. So as of right now, we've only entered one piece of evidence. Your second piece of evidence, let's say, for example, you used a passage. The passage was titled The Dove. And that particular passage had a 100-point scale. So you would write down grade point. And if it's a 100-point scale and you divide that by 5, you're going to notice that your lowest level will go between a 0 to 20 points. So if a student scored between a 0 and a 20, you would have entered them as a well below typical grade. So we copy again and we paste it on every descriptor, changing the grade points as the descriptor goes up. So if well below typical was 0 to 20, then below typical would be 20 to 40. Again, we're separating this by 5s because that's how many levels we have. Again, you copy the dove, we change the points, we're now at typical. So that would mean that you probably be between 40 to 60 points. We're at above typical now. 60 to 80 points will get you that score. And finally, you're at the highest level, well above typical, 80 to 100. So what that means is that if a student scored a 95, they would more likely come in at well above typical. So that's how easy it is to enter your progress checkpoints. Now, all we've done is create the rubric. Now we actually need to rate the student. To rate the student, you go to student portfolio. Notice all of our checkpoints are there. What we're working on right now is the second 6 weeks progress check. So you go there, click on the 3 upright dots, and it will allow you to go ahead and rate each student. Remembering that your rubric is on the right side to help guide you as to how to rate each student. Remember, each descriptor must have 2 to 3 pieces of evidence per progress check. If you're missing a rating, you will not see a plus sign here. It's really important that you rate each student as they've earned their grade. Let's see here. To go back, simply click on the left arrow, and that will take you to your portfolio. To check if you did it correctly, go back to the portfolio and make sure that each student has their rating. Very good. And that's how you enter a progress checkpoint into your SLO. Thank you.